Well, we start off this weather update where we left off, in Flagstaff, Arizona, where it's probably in the upper 70s with nice blue skies and low humidity. But I want to get to a lake. Hmm. Oh, there's a problem, though. There aren't really many lakes in Flagstaff, are there? No, and the ones that are around, I can't really get any public transportation to. That's going to be an issue. Well, we could climb that mountain. No, I don't do well on hills. Screw it. Let's go back to Long Island. Alright. This is better. Where are we? Oh, we're at Deep Pond and Ridge. Oh, yeah, and I can get here with public transportation. And beaches. Nope, they don't have beaches there either. Oh. Yeah, let's see some more of those great shapes. Yeah, pitch pines are still the best and my favorite. Sorry, Flagstaff. We still don't compare. Anyway, welcome to this weather update. Did a little bit of a funny thing there in the beginning, just because I felt like it. But anyway, I hope you all had a great July 4th. Very kind of a hot, humid day today. Of course, July 4th usually is like that. It's gotten a little better now. We're gonna take a look at some of the current temperatures around outside. Looking at the airport, 78 degrees at Farmingdale, so it's not even 80 anymore. But it is humid. The dew point is 69, and it did get quite hot today. It got up to 85 degrees, which is a couple degrees above normal, not terribly above normal. But the humidity actually came down for a little bit during the middle of the afternoon. We had a little bit of a lower dew points in the upper 50s and lower 60s, and then they came right back up again later on. We'll also look at ice slip, and 79, so not any 80 anymore. 2.68. Ice slip hit 88 degrees. And now let's take a look at West Hampton. West Hampton is 77, 2.69, and they also hit 88 because there wasn't a sea breeze for a good part of the day. Sea breeze didn't really kick in until later. And let's look at Central Park. So 81 at Central Park, still in the 80s in the city, but the dew point's a little lower at 65, and it did manage to hit 90 degrees in Central Park. And let's check out our favorite hot spot, of course, deep in the Pine Barrens of New Jersey, which are absolutely beautiful, but extremely hot. Let's see what it hit there in Toms River. So, wow, it's down to 79 in Toms River, but look at the dew point. Whoa, it's up to 77. Oh, man, very humid there. Dew point just shot up. I don't know if that's their observations, but it hit 88 there, so it didn't hit 90. Believe it or not, looks like they actually had a little bit of a sea breeze in New Jersey today, which is very unusual. Usually they don't get one. But hey, they got one today, but the humidity is still unbearable. Let's take a look at Belmar Farmingdale. The dew point isn't quite as high there, 71, and they're at 77 degrees. So we're going to look at the radar because there has been some activity popping up over New Jersey. And you will see that we just have some pop-up showers and thunderstorms. It's died down a lot. There was a lot more earlier on. Just from the heat of the day. Not really with any front or anything like that. Just because of the heat of the day, these showers popped up. We can look at Ventu Sky and take a look at... you can see we have a sea breeze now across the area, so sea breezes are in effect, and temperatures, South Shore is probably a little cooler, probably around 70 degrees, and middle of the island's in the upper 70s, and the North Shore probably still around 80. East End is also cool, mid 70s. City's still near 80. But even Toms River getting a sea breeze, because you can see there's like an easterly flow. When you get that easterly flow off the ocean, even Toms River can get a sea breeze. So they're getting lucky today. They're getting lucky. Let's look at the dew points. We'll look at this map of the dew points, and you can see lower dew points a little more on the North Shore, higher toward the water. And unfortunately, we're going to see if Wendigo Round will work, but it probably won't, because I really like to see these local neighborhood stations, but it never seems to work. Lately we've been having issues, and they don't fix it for days when it's acting up, unfortunately. So we'll see. Yeah, we still don't have a... we have to actually guess. This looks like the South Shore somewhere. So Gilgo Beach at 76, right on the beach. I don't want to Some of these names are kind of high. All right, it's 76 at West Hampton Dunes. Let's see, we'll have to zoom in a little more, maybe get some more observations. The only way I'm able to tell is because I can see the outline of Long Island here, so I'm able to tell what stations are where. So let's see, I'm going to try to find Belmore. All right, that's Copeg, 77. 76 at Rockville Center. 77 at Copeg. And if we go in our area here, more close in the middle of the island, 79. So a little warmer, cooler on the South Shore. That's going to probably be the trend for the next couple of days. We'll look at the dew points as well. Let's see what they are. And yeah, they're up there. Dew points definitely up there. Around 70 degrees. Quite humid. Again, the map does not work. That's the problem. And you can't really fix it. I can try map settings. And I could change the map settings like dark map. But if I go, it just doesn't get, nothing pops up. Wow. Epic fail. We gotta sound the epic fail for Wonderground. Let's sound that epic fail. Let's sound it right now. Yep. Epic fail for Wonderground. Wonderground, fix your damn website. Alright? Let's look at the satellite here. Alright, so here's the satellite. And you see we didn't have too many clouds around, but there was a little bit of haze in the air. A little bit. You could see a little bit of haze. Could be a little smoke. A little bit of haze, but there was still the sky was still somewhat blue today, despite that. But you can see all the activity that's popped up over here. And actually, I want to go back to Ventu Sky because, well, you know, obviously, Wonderground, we're not going to bother with that site, unfortunately, because it's not working right now. So let's look at the radar and see that. Let's take this back to about this afternoon. Show you what was going on here. There was quite a bit of activity. Yeah. So around this afternoon, there was a little more activity popping up around Pennsylvania. You could see some more activity here, but nothing really coming close to New Jersey at all. Nothing really bothering our area. It's mainly just over that Pennsylvania and Delmarva, inland Delmarva, not on the shore. So let's look at the models. Let's take a look and see what we have. We're gonna go ahead and look again at the GFS and see the general pattern. You can see the Atlantic Ridge, and we do have some dry air that's going to try to build down, but you can see looks like that front is going to fight along the way, but maybe it'll make it through the dry air, and we can get the dry air in here, and that high builds in. We're going into Wednesday. The good news is, yeah, no tropical system. So it's off the model. It looks like maybe something tries to form over here. It just goes to show you how bad the GFS is with these you know, forecasting tropical systems. It's not good. Now it has something forming more toward that later on. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. I have a feeling something might develop, but we'll have to see what happens. Unfortunately, the overall pattern, if we look at the jet stream here, you'll see the overall pattern is that ridge in the east. Unfortunately, we just continue to get this damn ridge. It doesn't want to go anywhere. There's like a little trough that tries to come down over northern New England. That might bring us some relief next week. But generally, it looks like there is a trough trying to form over the east a little bit. So hopefully that'll improve things a little bit. But again, that jet stream is like all the way up in Canada. So that's the problem. We've got this, just all this humidity that's again in the east that we're dealing with. You'll see here all the humidity, and look at forget our area actually doesn't get the worst of it. The worst of it's going into the Midwest, like places like Minnesota. Dew points in the mid-70s. It's never supposed to get that humid there. And of course the dry air out west. However, they had an earthquake in California today, so let's not be too envious of the West. They do get that. They have geological issues. Even Flagstaff can get earthquakes sometime. I mean, more than here. So that's the thing. So let's get a little closer into our area, and let's see what we're going to be expecting for this weekend. We'll start off with the dew points, I guess. So you can see that little patch of dry air that was over us today. That is not going to be with us tomorrow. Dew points come probably up into the upper 60s, low 70s. Little patch of dry air over New England. Same thing for Saturday. Saturday is going to be the worst day of it. But the good news is you see these isobars pointing to the south. So that means that hopefully there'll be a decent enough sea breeze on Long Island that while it'll be humid, it won't be too hot. And you can see some of these really high dew points right up almost into Canada. But here comes a front trying to come through. So here we are on Sunday. And you can see it looks like that front tries to come through. The winds shift over. Long Island sees relief. Dew points drop into the 50s. And then Monday looks like Long Island sees relief too, with dew points in the 50s, and maybe even reaching New Jersey with a northeasterly flow there, and that continues to Tuesday, and then it starts coming back by Wednesday. So hey, it looks like maybe there is a little relief, a little hope there that we'll get some temporary relief, but still we're going to be dealing with humid conditions, and then some dry air trying to come through. So we'll have to see happens. If we can get some of that dry air, that'll be good. Let's look at the temperatures. So here we are with the temperatures, and we'll go into tomorrow with the GFS, and you can see Long Island mainly in the 80s. I don't think Long Island will see 90. 90 should be in New Jersey. And let's look at Friday. I meant Saturday. Could be 90 on the North Shore. Definitely 90 in the city, New Jersey, over 90 there. But Long Island should be in the 80s because there should be a sea breeze. Sunday, we cool off mid-80s. And Monday, we're in the mid-80s. Then it gets a little hot again on Tuesday. Temperatures get closer to 90. And then some 90-degree readings in New Jersey as we go through the week. So, but it looks like the worst is in New Jersey. The Long Island should be spared the worst of it. But for New Jersey, yeah, you're going to sizzle because it's hot there. It's a hot state. It's a hot place. So now let's look at rain chances as we go into tomorrow. I don't normally like looking at the GFS, but we're going to look at this one first. Looks like it stays dry for tomorrow, but it looks like there is more of a chance to our west of showers and thunderstorms in the evening. A better chance on Saturday with that front, and then Sunday looks like those chances of thunderstorms kind of. You can see that front though. Looks like it gets hung up to the south, so we might be dealing with a little stall front there. I'll have to see what happens, and then it's dry. So at least with the in regards to precipitation. So if we look at how much rainfall we're going to get through we'll go about a week from now. We'll take a look at the total accumulated rainfall and see how much rainfall we're going to get here. Not too much for Long Island, but wherever showers and thunderstorms do develop, it could be a couple inches of rainfall out of it. So we'll have to keep our eye on that. Let's look at the NAM and see if we're gonna get. Well, the NAM I like using. I would really prefer using the NAM because I think it's a better model. So looks like pretty much no showers for over our area tomorrow. Saturday there's more of a chance as we go, but still not a whole lot going on. It's not until that front comes through late Saturday night, and those could be some strong, maybe even some severe thunderstorms. We'll have to keep an eye on it, but that is a cold front moving through, and once that moves through, the dew points will drop. If I put the dew points up here, you'll see the line here. Here are the lower dew points coming down, slowly trying to get into our area. So hopefully they will as we get into Sunday. Let's now look at the sky conditions, because I think we're going to have plenty of clouds around. Today, obviously, there was a good deal of sunshine, actually mostly sunny skies. Tomorrow, I think there'll be more clouds, and there could be some fog, too, that develops along the South Shore and the East End. But I think there'll definitely be more clouds tomorrow, as well as Saturday, which also will help keep the temperatures down. You can see the clear sky trying to get in here, so I'll have to see what happens with that. This is the NAM, so now we're going to go and look at the GFS and see how the sky does with that. All right, so we'll back it up again, looking at tomorrow. And again, I mean, there'll be sunshine, but it just won't be as sunny as today. I think there'll be more clouds. For Saturday, probably even more clouds. And then here comes the front, but what's going to happen is it's going to try to make it through. But you can see it's kind of hung up a little bit, so I don't know if it's going to clear out Sunday. But maybe if we're lucky, it might Monday. Yep, not yet. Nope, but Tuesday we might have a clear day. That might be a clear day. So I have to get the GFS lately has been overdoing the clouds though, so it's possible we could have more clear days than what this is saying. Then Wednesday we got more clouds around, and maybe Friday and Saturday we'll get some sunshine. We'll have to keep an eye on it, but I see some encouragement in the future that we're going to try to see some dry air trying to get in. Dry air is definitely fighting to get in here and help us out and get, there is an escape from the humidity, maybe, even if it's not permanent. Well, it won't be because we're in the middle of the summer, but uh, there should be some temporary escape. So of course, it would be nice if the jet stream would really do something really cool. It would be really cool if the jet stream took a real nice. You have these. It's just a matter of getting the jet stream. The jet stream is disorganized. Put it that way. And it would just be nice to have a ridge in the west, and then have this nice trough in the east, like that. That's what we want. If we had that, we'd be getting air right out of Hudson Bay, right out of eastern Canada. That's what you want to have. That's what I want. And we got to pray to the weather gods that happens. Let the West deal with the damn ridge. Let them deal with the ridge. That's the way I feel. We've had enough of it. Last but certainly not least, we'll talk about Hurricane Barbara, which has weakened substantially. Winds down to 90 knots. You can see it doesn't look as healthy when we look at the satellite. Eyes filling in. It's definitely weakening. Still formidable storm for sure, but it is weakening because it's moving over cooler waters, and that is why it's weakening. So if we look at the Hurricane Center forecast, you will see it's now just a 100-mile-an-hour storm, maximum sustained winds, and it is continuing to weaken. And when it gets close to Hawaii, there'll be barely anything left. It'll be a depression, but it could still bring a lot of rain to Hawaii. But the wind aspect will be less. Right now, it's moving northwest at 12 miles an hour. And if we go to earthnullschool.net, I'll show you that it's moving over cooler water. So here is the hurricane right here. So here it is right here. Here's Barbara. And if we go and look at the ocean temperatures and sea surface temperatures, you will see it's moving over. It's moving toward cooler water. So right now it's over here. Water temperature is 78 degrees, which it's already a little cooler, and it's moving this way. So it's moving into water temperatures that are 76.9. So it's below 80. It's going to have trouble supporting a hurricane. And the reason why hurricanes can't hit the west coast is generally the water temperatures, like 63, are much cooler. The water temperatures are much cooler. That's part of the reason why. And we'll look at water temperatures in our area, of course. Once again, of course, we're dealing with warm water temperatures across, south of Long Island. Temperatures around 70 degrees, so a little above normal. Actually, about 5 degrees above normal for this time of the year. But of course, you don't have to go far for the waters to be cooler. So if you go to off Cape Cod, the water temperature is in the 64, and if you go over here, water temperature is only 56. So you got all this cool water trying to come down and fight this warm water over here. So we want this cool water to come down and push this warm water back down south where it belongs. Yes, that's what we want to see. But will that happen? I don't know. But it would be nice if it did. If you had more cool water coming down the east coast, it would definitely keep it cooler with the sea breeze, at least on Long Island, and protect us from the hurricanes at least. But anyway, I think we are going to wrap up this weather update here. So hopefully you got a chance to enjoy the day and be outside and enjoy the day today, because it wasn't, it was a hot day, but there was a good amount of sunshine, and really a good amount of sunshine across the area. So we'll just look at the temperatures across the country here and see that we have. I hate this thing. 89. This thing is off. It's cooler than that. So yeah, these things are not always accurate. What I'm trying to prove to you here is these things aren't always accurate. So I have it over in Toms River, New Jersey. It says 83, but it's really 79. So let's see what it has for Long Island. 79. It's a little cooler than that. So these things are a little not, they're not always, these graphic things are not as good as just going to the National Weather Service and just getting an observation, And that's, if you really want to find out what's going on, that's why I like these observations. There's an exact reading from a particular point on the surface of the Earth. So wherever you were today, hopefully you did enjoy your July 4th. Hopefully you had a good July 4th. And thank you for watching. And of course, happy birthday, America. Yes, of course. Wouldn't want to live anywhere else. Still the best country in the world. Take it easy.